Hey guys, so you may be wondering why the last episode of Season 6 Watch is not up. Well, it's because my channel has been attacked again. Someone flagged the video as spam, there's an appeals process, but it takes time. In case you guys didn't know, running a YouTube channel is insane work. You really don't want to know how many hours go into producing a video. There's the script, the screenshots, the graphics, the recording, the editing, the review process, not to mention the research and responding to comments. I actually live in Germany and woke up at 3 a.m. to watch Game of Thrones and start working on the video. Then I went to work, came home, skipped basketball, and went right back to work on it. I finished it up and went to bed around 1 a.m. It was exhausting. To wake up and see my hard work destroyed by a random bored person out there is pretty demoralizing. In fact, it's really more than that. It's really, really demoralizing. Of course, this is par for the course for YouTube channels. This happens all the time to creators out there who have far more invested than I do. This happens to people who make their living on this stuff. People ask me all the time if I would ever consider doing this full time, and the answer is no. There's absolutely no job security. Anyone at any time can shut somebody's channel down. Some people ask me, why do I bother? After all, this is actually the third time my channel's been attacked. Why do I even involve myself with YouTube or the internet in general? It's famous for being a cesspool of hate. It's a place where doing something completely innocuous, like making theory videos about a book or making silly jokes about a TV show, are met with malice. So what am I getting out of it? I ask myself this question a lot. After all, there's a fuckload of stress involved with running a channel, and this is a time in my life where it's never been more difficult. Why do I even bother? I don't know, maybe I'm distracting myself from the other shit. But in truth, it's more than that. In truth, YouTube is not a cesspool of hate. When my father died, 1,500 people sent me condolence messages. I showed them to my mother, and she was floored. She read through 1,500 messages individually, and she laughed her ass off at the weirdo who sent me a message that said, "I bet your dad killed himself because he had you. By the way, you were very fuckable as a baby." I also received about 36 messages from people who had lost loved ones or who were just going through really tough times, and they told me that my channel helped them. My stupid little channel about theories about a fantasy book. If you're a fan of my channel, you know that I believe the song in A Song of Ice and Fire is collective consciousness or zeitgeist. Somehow I have ended up with a song of 100,000 people who I affect and who affect me. And if we end up opening each other's minds and gaining a new perspective on things and having a laugh, then I guess that's a good thing. A song of 100,000. It's all very weird and stressful, but also exhilarating. But it's why I have the channel. Anyway, sorry to ramble. Leave your questions for the serious Q&A below. We have a lot to talk about with regards to a time-traveling Bran. See you then.